So you're going overseas, you're coming to Thailand, and you want to know the best way to get the best exchange rates so you're not wasting money for no reason. This video is for you. What is going on, guys? It is Dylan the Machete here, and today we are speaking about how to get the best exchange rates for when you're out here in Thailand. Now, there are plenty of different ways, but normally the most common ways, you're going to be wasting money for no reason. You're just going to be paying fees. And yeah, you just don't want to be doing that while you're trying to save money out here, especially if you're trying to stay here long term. So we're going to be going over all the different ways that you can get your money out, the best ways, the ways that you're going to get the best exchange rates, and the ways that aren't so good. So without further ado, we're going to get into number one. So the first one is a pretty standard way. Everyone pretty much does this whenever they come to Thailand, if they just come for their first time or they just come for a little bit. It is just using your bank card back home and putting in the ATM and getting money out. Now, you do need to know that when you do this, you do need to declare at your bank at home that you are in another country. So one of my friends here, he come from Scotland, and he didn't declare that, and his bank shut his card off as soon as he got here. So he couldn't get any money out when he first got here, and there was a big hassle, and he ended up sorting it out. But that's something that you got to do when you come over here. You got to declare it, and it doesn't really matter if you're using a travel money card or if you're using a normal card. The exchange rates are going to be about the same, and you're going to be paying a bit of a fee, and the exchange rates aren't the best. So this is not something that I would really want to do. I did it in Bangkok last year, and I did it in Isan last year, but now in Phuket, I'm doing other things to get my money out, which I will go over in a second. So yeah, that's number one. Not something that I would do, but if you're not coming over for a long time, it's worth just doing. It's a quick, easy way to get money out, but it is not the best rates. Number two, this is probably one of the better ways to get money out, and it is just bringing cash over from your country and exchanging it. So if you exchange money in your country, when I left Australia, I got a couple $100 just transferred over. And when I did it in Australia, it was 19 baht a dollar. And then when I got to Thailand, it was 23 baht a dollar. So it is a decent bit of a difference, especially if you're doing a lot of money at once. The best exchange rates that I've found, and this is what it was at the time when I came here in May, it is at Super Rich in Bangkok. So that is at Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Airport. If you go there, it is on the lower levels. Go down there, exchange your money there. You're going to get good rates. But make sure when you're in the province where you're staying, so say, for example, if you're in Bangtao or if you're in Rawai, wherever you're staying in Thailand or Phuket, make sure that you have a look around at the different exchanges. You go online and you can see, you check your country's exchange rates. You don't just kind of go off guessing, because if you go off guessing, then you're going to end up losing money for no good reason. So make sure that you check the different exchanges and make sure that you choose an exchange that has the closest to your country's number. All right, so number three, we're going over Western Union. So Western Union is definitely one of the better ways just to get money out of your bank account. And it's pretty simple of a process. All you have to do is just make sure that you transfer money over to yourself in another country. You just go through the process. You're going to end up getting a code, and then you go to the Western Union and you show them your code. Bring your passport. Make sure you do that, because they won't accept it if you don't have your passport, because they need to photocopy it and do paperwork and all that stuff. So bring your passport to Western Union. Bring your phone. Make sure you got the code on your phone. Show them. They'll get your money out. And it is the same fee no matter how much money you're getting out. So it is worth doing, and it's much better rates than getting money out of the ATM with your bank card back home. So that's number three. And now we're going to go on to the best way to get money out while you're staying in Thailand. Now, the Western Union is very good, but there is one way which is even better than the Western Union. You're going to get better exchange rates, and you're going to be paying far less fees. And that is open a Thai bank account. So there are a few requirements to be able to open a Thai bank account. You cannot open a Thai bank account if you are just on a 30-day tourist visa, or if you come on a 3-month tourist visa. You need to make sure that you either get a student visa, a working visa, a university visa, a business visa, or a retirement visa. So those are the visas that are eligible. There might be a few other visas that you can get onto, but those are the ones that I'm aware of. And all you have to do is just go down to your school or your visa agent, whoever's kind of taking care of you in that sense. Make sure you ask for the documentation for opening up a Thai bank account. You grab that paperwork, you pay like a small fee. I think it was only like 100 baht or something like that for the paperwork, or less. It wasn't expensive at all. So you grab that, you go down to the bank, you pay the fee to open up the bank account. I went to Central. I'm with Capricorn Bank, so this is the bank that I'm with. My school just said this was the easiest one. I've heard people rave on about Bangkok Bank and Siam Bank. So those are kind of three banks that you can have a look at and see which one's right for you. Make sure that you get a bank that's close to where you live, so you're not driving for a long time every time you have to get money out, or you have to sort something out with the bank. So yeah, once you go to the bank, you pay the fee, Pretty easy process. Took me maybe like 20 minutes to open up the bank account. Just go and like make sure you bring your passport. As always, they're gonna give you a little booklet, and yeah, they'll just go over the process with you. Now, once you've done this, how do you get money from your country's bank account into your Thai bank account? Well, this is a app called Wise Transfer. As you can see, it's up here. Boom. Make sure if you're going to use Wise Transfer, please do me a solid and use the link in the description. Use that to set up your Wise Transfer account. It's going to help me out a little bit while I'm out here in Thailand training and being a weapon. All you do is set it up. You put your Thai bank account in there. You put your Australian or whatever country you're from. You put that bank account in there, and then you can either use Apple Pay, you can use a card, you can use bank account. I always just use a card, even though it is a slightly more of a fee. It's only like an $8 more fee, but it just doesn't work for my bank account and doesn't work with Apple Pay for some reason. But maybe you can figure that out and you can get less fees. But the good thing about Wise Transfer is it doesn't matter how much money you're transferring over, you're going to be paying the same amount of fees. So you can transfer $2,000, you can transfer $5,000, doesn't matter. You're going to be paying like maximum $30 in fees. And that's pretty fucking good. In US dollars, that's like 20, 15, whatever it is. I don't know exchange rates very well, unless it's baht to Australian dollars. But yeah, try to do big amounts. And the reason you do big amounts is so that you're not just doing little amounts, and then paying the same fee. You're better off doing big amounts and then just sending the money over there, and then you've got your money and you're just paying a small fee. So there you go, guys. That's just a quick little video I wanted to pop up there. I've had a few people ask me about exchange rates and what do you do for your money, and saying that the exchange rates aren't what they should be while you're here. Like some people pay like 18, they get 18 baht per Australian dollar when it should be like 23, 24, depending on when they're coming over. But yeah, this is a little video. Hope it helped. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you stay tuned.